Hi everyone, welcome to this beginner-friendly Python course. If you've never coded before or if you've tried but felt overwhelmed, don't worry. You're in the right place. I'll be walking you through Python step by step, and by the end you'll be able to write your own programs and solve problems with ease. So let's jump right in. As you see on the screen, we have many slides and many topics to talk about, so let's get started and learn Python. Now let's start by the first slide or second slide, which is welcome to Python. No, what is Python? Let's say. So as you know, Python is a programming language that's easy to read and use. It's one of the most popular languages today, used in everything from web development to artificial intelligence. Now, why you should use Python? Now we have many programming languages, so why you should use Python? If you can achieve the same result with less work, why don't you do it? It's the same in Python. You write less code. Think of it, it's like the Swiss Army knife of programming. Whether you want to build a website, analyze data, or make a game, Python can help you. Now let's get started by setting up the environment for Python. Now we should go to the website, to the Python website, which is python.org. So to start with Python, we first need to set it up on your computer. Don't worry, it's simple. Head to python.org and download the latest version and install it. Now, what you do, you just go to python.org. Oops, .org. Okay, this is the official website of Python, and you just go to Downloads and you choose Windows, on Mac, on any platform you want, and you hit the Download Python. Now, I'm not going to download because already I have it. And after you download Python, after the installation, open your terminal or command prompt and type Python to check if it's working. So I'm going to my terminal, which is the command prompt, and I'm going to type Python to see if it's available on my computer. And if you get Python with the version number, it means that you have installed successfully Python on your computer. If you see the Python version, you're all set. Let's move on. Now, what if you don't have time and you want to, like your connection isn't good and you want to go ahead with my course without downloading Python? So you can do so by going to a new tab and type Python compiler, which you will have many websites that lets you write Python codes and work. I will choose the first website. I can write any Python code and it will work. So just remove this. We have already a code. You can say run and you will have here the output. Now, if you have, like, yes, you have it. And let's say I want to write another code, which is the first code you write in Python, hello, print hello world. I will go here and type run. Now you will see it here in the output. Now, if you have downloaded Python, you will need also what we called a code editor, which is like Visual Studio Code, a place where we can run a Python program. Any programming language, not especially Python. You can write many programming language in Visual Studio Code, choose any programming language and write it. Now you go here and download it, or if you're not using Windows, you choose other platform and also you download it. After you download it, you open it. I will open it for you. You will have this welcome page. You go to extensions and write Python. And then you download the Python extension so you can use it and write Python codes. Now here you have the Python extension, the first one. I have already downloaded. Here you have the install button. So you install it and you can use the Python program and you can write code in Python programming language. So now comes the fun part, writing your first program. Let's start with a classic Hello World program. Open your code editor and type print hello world. So we're going to go to VS Code we have downloaded earlier. You will see welcome page. This welcome page lets you create new file, and open folders and many more. You will see also the recent files that you have already, the recent folders that you have already created and used. Now I'm going to open folder. You can create any folder anywhere. I'm going to desktop and I'm going to click on course, which is a folder that I have already created. Okay, and select this folder. Now in this course, I have a file called index.py. You can easily create this file by clicking on this icon, new file, index.py. Okay, so already it exists, so I'm not recreating it. Okay, so .py is showing or telling to the computer that in this file I'm going to write a Python program, not any programming language. I'm going to use Python. So Py is short for Python. Now after I go here, I'm going to write print hello world. I have already done this. Now I don't want you to feel overwhelmed by this code. Even if you don't understand what you have written, it's just as it says, print hello world. You just told the computer to print you on the screen the text hello world. Now I'm going to run this code by clicking on this button, run Python file, and here in the terminal, we're going to have the output of this code, which is hello world. Now, yes, you have just written your first code. If you have realized, we have here print, then two bracelets, or sorry, two parentheses, and then double quote marks. Inside it, you have the text. Now I can change this text and write anything I want, anything, and it will print me this text as long as I am following this structure: print, parentheses, and double quotes. Okay, great. You have just written your first code. Let's move on to the next topic, which is understanding variables. In programming, variables are like containers that store information. Think of them as labeled box. So here we have a box. Now I want to label this box. I will label it name. Why I will label it name is because I want to know what I store in this box. So I will label it name. Now I want to put something in this box. What I will put? I will put any name. For example, I will put Alice. So let's say Alice is now inside of this box. Let's bring it to front. Okay. So Alice is now inside of this box, which is named, which is labeled name. So now we have the variable, which is name, and Alice is the value of this variable, which is Alice. So now the word Alice is stored inside. So Alice, if you want to see it like this, Alice is a box. So we have a box called name. Alice is stored inside of this box. So I bring Alice and I store it where? Inside of this box. Okay. Now we call Alice a value and name is a variable. Okay. So this is how programs remember stuff. So I will introduce to you now hashtag, which is a comment. A comment is a simple words that explain to other developers what's happening in this line of code. So let's say I'm writing a variable which is name, and I'm assigned to this variable a value which is Sarah. So I want to say here hashtag. So I'm going to write a comment that say the name or Sarah is the stored name. So other developers know that I have assigned Sarah as name, as a value for the variable name. So okay, it's a very easy to know, but we use hashtag to explain complex codes to ourselves and to other developers. In our next lesson, we are going to understand what is a control structure. What are if statements and loops? And we're going also to understand what are the functions and how to create functions. Plus, we're going to dive more into the world of libraries. So all this in the next upcoming videos. Check them. Don't forget to subscribe.